Requests Part 2. I'm really trying to make this video faster than the last one. Cindy TT1 has sent me her final request, or she claims it's her final request, but she may send me something else, so Cindy TT1, hello. I'm glad you keep sending me questions, although you do seem to have some sort of strange fascination with this shrinking thing. But anyways, getting to the questions. Number 1, would it be fun to shrink someone to ant size, and why, and what you'd tell them after you shrank them? I guess it'd be fun, yeah. And I'd probably just laugh at them condescendingly after I shrank them. Doop. Also, explain how you'd threaten to step on them and what they'd be staring at and why and what you'd finally do to them. I guess I would just tell them I would step on them, and they would probably stare at me in my large face in horror, because they're small. If I really wanted to step on them, I suppose I would step on them. 3, would they be easy to squash flat with socks on, and why? I don't know why they wouldn't be easy to stomp on if I shrunk them with a shrink ray, so yes, I suppose they would be easy. 4, also explain how you'd use the shrinking gun on your friends if you got really mad at them. Okay, seeing as like every time someone is smaller than me, I end up squashing them in these questions, I probably would not use the shrinking gun on my friends. 5, what size would you shrink them down to, and explain how you'd threaten to squash them like bugs, and then finally what you'd do to them. Okay, I'm assuming that this is still on the friends thing, and again, because I don't want to shrink ray my friends, I'm not going to do that. 6, what crushing noise would they make underfoot, and what would they look like afterwards? I think I answered this question in my last video. He'd probably just scream a lot. He or she would probably just scream a lot, but I probably wouldn't hear it very well because their voice would be at such a low frequency because they're so small that I wouldn't hear it much. I guess that would be the crunching noise. Logan, number 7. Would they remind you of stepping on ants and why, and explain how you are used to stepping on ants? Well, I suppose I'm not really used to stepping on ants, but because of the past 2 videos that I've answered your questions in, I suppose that I would be used to doing it. I would be used to stepping on things because I've been using a shrink ray and growing to 51,000 feet tall and whatnot. 8. Also demonstrate how you'd step on those tiny people and show what part of your foot they'd stick to. Okay, so this is the person. This is my demonstration. Here's the person. Okay, next. Sirzik25 sent me a message and asked, can you show your feet and toes and describe them? Now again, I believe I've done this in a previous video, so... Dear toes, I've started to come to terms with how short and stubby you are. And sometimes you don't even look that bad. Our friend H01691900, the person who asked me to do the Dear Body thing about the belly, Dear Belly, said, okay, this time actually show your belly button, poke it, or something imaginative. Now, I'm not going to do this, because I think it's awkward to be scantily clad on camera, and also, that's just kind of creepy. Finally, the last request that I got was from Stengun1, and it was in a comment, and they said, how about this? What characters are the coolest from famous movies? Not the actors, but the characters, like Jack Sparrow or John Dillinger, not Johnny Depp. So, the first character that I really like that's not really in a movie is Doctor Who. And I know everyone who knows me is probably going to be so mad at me for telling you this and talking about it. And I'm sorry, but I am obsessed with Doctor Who. David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston have both played Doctor Who, so those are the actors that I admire for playing that part. The next character that I like from a movie is Daniel Kaffee. And if you don't know who that is, that's who Tom Cruise played in A Few Good Men, the cocky lawyer. The third character that I really liked was Lyle from The Italian Job, played by Seth Green. He was the nerdy guy, the computer genius. And I don't know, I just kind of have a soft spot in my heart for computer genius, nerdy characters in movies, so Lyle definitely fit the bill. Next, I liked Tony Stark from Iron Man. I thought he was a fun character, especially the way Robert Downey Jr. played him. I liked Henry Drummond of Inherit the Wind, played by Spencer Tracy. That was a really old movie, that's like 1960 or something. Final thing that I really like that everyone's gonna mock me for, I just know it, but the last character that I really liked from a movie was Princess Mia, played by Anne Hathaway in the Princess Diaries movies. Just the first one, actually. The second one was kind of stupid. But it's just because I really like those books because they're really funny, and I think Anne Hathaway did a really good job playing that character. Okay, so I hope I answered everyone's questions all right, and keep sending me more because it's fun, and I know I've already gotten behind on blogging this week, but I will be on time the rest of the week, okay? Promise.